right, guys, welcome back. Here is another video, and guess what? This is an old sketchbook tour. Okay, so this is my sketchbook from middle school. So we're talking 2001, 2002. It is hilarious, and I have to share with you this sketchbook. Okay, so I am just like so embarrassed right now. Like, low key, I'm so embarrassed. So first things first, this first page, I have no idea. I think this came from a Barbie, like a holiday Barbie. I can vaguely remember this, but I believe that this comes from holiday Barbie that I tried to draw. Who knows where this drum set comes from? Listen, I don't know. I don't know. The fire, I don't know. This doll, I know was like a page out of a magazine or something. Listen, don't ask me. I don't know. Okay. Just going back over these pictures, I have no idea what I was thinking when I drew majority of these. Okay. So I just don't know. Like, what is she doing? What is she doing? This is, I believe, a classmate that I drew here. And listen, these are my legs. I remember this one. I know I was in middle school. I can remember being in my room watching BET. And I'm going to go ahead and let you know there are a lot of roses in this book. So this is number 1. This, I believe I did use like maybe oil pastels or maybe like some cheap crayons maybe. This is out of school. This is going super fast. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up, but it's just so much random stuff in this book. This is actually paint here. And who knows where the inspiration came from. Same thing for this one. Like, what in the world was I thinking? This, I know, was a house that was across from us that I just randomly drew on a rainy day. This is another painting. It is just so much randomness in this book. It is insane. Like this is random. Random. Like, what in the world? This is where I was getting to really being in love with drawing the clothing and stuff like that. That's sort of like, I could tell that, as I was going back, and my infatuation with J-Lo. Okay, you're gonna see J-Lo like 5 or 6 times in this book. Here, this was like a random drawing of a bride looking in the magazine. This one as well was a picture of a pregnant lady. This was like a locker drawing that I did. These are my high school colors. Still random, but I remember this being like a favorite one of mine. Like, I just thought I did so good. This is where I was sort of getting into drawing more of the clothing, really getting into fashion design. This was supposed to be Nia Long from The Best Man, but it went terribly wrong. Here's yet another rose. Random. And this is paint. And then we're going into my B2K infatuation here. And obviously I must love to draw fire. Okay, because that's popping up a lot. Please don't ask me why did I draw an elf and draw this gingerbread house. Who knows? I don't. Another random rose. And then here we have some cheerleaders. I remember this being like a photo that I really thought I did really good on. No, sis. Here is a random girls. I definitely went from different times and different stuff. Like, this whole sketchbook was just very, very random. This outfit is just crazy, and she has absolutely no crotch area. The ratio is ridiculous. But I don't know, guys. This is so random, and I just had to share it with y'all. Like, just so random. And just looking at how I used to draw girls back then, and I really remember feeling like I just knew I could draw, and I just knew everything looked so good. And it's just crazy going back and looking at them now. It's like, whoa, the growth, the glow up is serious. This was done with crayons, and I can't believe I was even using crayons to draw. Like, Jesus. I must have been watching something with some some girls with afros. Who knows? I know this had to have been like my ever after moment here when I was watching like a Cinderella movie. But have you ever seen Ever After with Drew Barrymore? It's the bomb. Another random rose, which was done with oil pastel. A random teddy bear. Who knows? A bride. I cannot even remember drawing this, so I couldn't tell you why. This is gonna be like a little addition of these little drawings here, where I did a sun. I think I did a plum. I did a rose, of course. I told y'all it was a lot of roses and girls. I'm really into the clothes, and I could really see myself where I was really getting into clothes. And I do have a few fairies in here as well. Me and one of my close friends back in middle school, we used to draw. Both of us used to draw, and we used to love to draw fairies. And she was so good at them. I used to be so jealous of her because she could draw so well. Oh, and there's gonna be like a whole like hip hop artist part in here. Like, I don't know what I was going through, y'all. Like, I really don't know. But this is just like so hilarious, looking at the outfits and how a lot of this stuff is so trendy. And this was all stuff that, you know, I used to watch music videos a lot. And so looking at their outfits and stuff, I used to just be so in tune and so dazzled. This is my favorite fairy. I remember being so proud of her. Like, I just thought I just rocked this damn fairy. But she's just not so cute now. My blending was like, whoa, non-existent. This is supposed to be a pregnant girl. Here we have some Y2K furniture that's supposed to be very futuristic. This is from me watching a Janet Jackson video, I'm sure. This is the best fairy I ever drew. I feel like this actually looked pretty good, and it still looks good now, even though I'm sure I would touch it up in quite a few different places. But I was in love with this fairy. I don't know why I didn't color it. Maybe I just thought it looked so good not colored. I am not going to turn that up because that says a bad word. And this is where I was trying to get into drawing like backgrounds and different stuff. And these are actually from like 2000 actually. So these were more in the beginning of the book, but they fell out. So let's start this hip hop edition. You are gonna see so many different hip hop artists. I was that person that had the Word Up magazines. I loved watching the videos, and they inspired so many things that I drew. And I could tell as I'm looking back at everything, from their outfits and all of the artists. This is supposed to be Ashanti, and I'm just gonna give you guys like a close up on her. But this is supposed to be Ashanti. This just looks so bad. Like, I can see her, but oh my God. This is a random guy. I have no idea who he's supposed to be. I do remember being in love with this outfit. Like, I wanted this outfit. I cannot stand this photo of these little children because they have like adult faces on like mini bodies. Like, it is so weird. I just don't know, y'all. I know I was watching Lilo and Stitch when I drew this. I can tell. Can you tell? Another random girl here, and I really was more into her outfit. I think I might have been watching a Bow Wow movie when I made that one. Her face gives me gremlin vibes. Like, oh sis, the struggle is serious. I drew this because I always wanted a jersey dress. Okay, this is something else random. Probably was watching a music video. This is another photo that I drew of J-Lo, and this was actually, she had like a perfume line that had come out, and the photo of her was just so gorgeous to me, and I wanted to draw it. And at the time I just thought this came out just so bomb. Here's another one of J-Lo, and I can't remember where I referenced this photo from, but though that jawline is serious. It's serious. Oh my gosh. Like, she probably will be like, what in the world? This is another one of J-Lo, and I feel like it came out this one came out a lot better, even though it's still like, Jesus. This is a horrible rendition of Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah, but Jesus. This is a Morion for B2K, y'all. I was obsessed with B2K. Okay, so I drew all of them. This is J Boog. We've got Raz B up in here. Listen. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed. This is a fool. Janae, she's out now, which you saw the first photo of her, but I did draw her twice, and she was out when I was younger. It did not last that long, but she was out. This is Nelly. Does it really look like Nelly? Not so much, but that's him. This is supposed to be Kelly Rowland, and listen, I messed sis all up. Like, whoa. This is supposed to be Gwyneth Paltrow. And I feel like that's really random, but I used to watch so many movies, especially like romantic comedies when I was young. This is Lil Fizz, and I was in love with him. Like, in my mind, we had a whole relationship, okay? But we broke up when I got with Usher. I'm sure I drew this when some punk had done hurt my little feelings because the girl's crying in the photo. And then this thing is going so fast. I'm so sorry, but this is another a thing of Aaliyah. Horrible. This is supposed to be Jessica Simpson. Oh, y'all, these are all like cringeworthy. Like, oh my God, this is supposed to be Eve. The head shapes and proportions are ridiculous. This is Christina Aguilera. I didn't even give her any forehead. She's got so much chin. It is insane. This is supposed to be Michelle Williams. Whoa. That's all I can say. This is why I started Beyonce, but thank God I did not mess up the queen, okay? And just never finished. Jesus. This is Missy Elliott. I love Missy Elliott, y'all. And I feel like this actually turned out pretty straight, even though, I mean, for middle school. This is Jay-Z. Jay-Z looks horrible. There are so many things I can say about Jay-Z, but I'm just not gonna do it. This is from Money Talks. This is Chris Tucker. This is right from the cover of the VHS. Salma Hayek. This actually turned out pretty straight for middle school. Like, this isn't that bad. But sorry, Julia. I love Julia Roberts. Notting Hill. Oh my gosh, I went through a whole phase, but this is horrible. And then there's Usher. Me and Usher had a whole relationship when I was in high school, my whole 11th and 12th grade year. And I broke up with him when I got with Lance Gross. This is supposed to be Solange, but listen. Mario, I loved his music, and we later had a relationship way later. I fell in love with him too, but not during this. I think I just drew him because I loved his music. And then this is Tweet. I definitely was a fan of her music. Like, I had the albums and all. Like, definitely was a fan of hers. Please, I do not know why I drew Baby, y'all. I don't, because like, I don't even like his music. I never have. And I love Foxy, but I'm not a big fan of her music either. So I really don't know why I drew them. Okay. This is a fairy that my friend drew that I was telling you guys about earlier. And I'm so glad I have this because it's definitely a keepsake. And then here is a random rodeo girl that I'm sure was supposed to be at the beginning of the book. But that is all. Thanks for watching. I just really wanted to share this with you guys. See you guys in the next video.